Yeah. Coke fed for some head. Let's get in the car. I said she grabbed my hand. Girls resting met the bar. Witness said tears fled the head. I'm waiting. I guess she tweeting. I guess she confess. She thinking less. Not drinking less. Bathroom says best to get spontaneous. I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve. It works. Skyline as a rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad. Don't touch my purse.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your OKC Thunder post-game analysis live stream. And of course, we are coming to you today after the Thunder took care of business against those pesky Hawks, which we knew that it was going to be tough. We knew that they were going to come after us. Once again, the lineups that he does, we had fans in the stands griping about it, so it's not just me that talks about it, not just Nathan and not just Drew that talk about it. It's like we don't understand his lineups. Those are his glaring weaknesses, and so it's very frustrating for those of us who don't, why are you changing lineups? Why are you getting out of the normal flow of the game? Why? I mean, I know it's the beginning of the year, but I mean, it's like, I'm tired of beating the horse, and people get mad at me about beating the horse about, what they really are trying to do down the road. So, joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor of YNB. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I was wondering about that game till the fourth quarter.
Well, the third quarter. We blew them out in the third quarter. Third quarter.
Yeah, end of the third quarter.
Yeah, we took them out in the third quarter when SGA came into the game, which I don't, and I was saying this before, Nathan, I don't understand the whole changing up how you do the lineups. I don't understand it.
I have some questions about that. So did he come? I didn't get to watch the first half, unfortunately.
Okay.
So is he starting, and it's just been 3 games, but is he starting, so he's taking him out minute or two to go in the first quarter? And then
who, SGA?
Back? Yes.
No, he's taking him out with 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Like he normally would take out J-Dub and put in the rest of the group and then make a run, and he put J-Dub in the final 2 minutes or whatever. He's doing that with SGA now.
So he's taking him out with 5 or 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
He's basically putting SGA and J-Dub's old role. And then he starts in the second quarter, which, our issues have been second and fourth quarters.
Yeah, so I guess I see that a little bit. So here, and in the second half, he took him out. It took him out 4 or 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, so that sound about right? And he brought him back by the end of the third quarter, didn't he?
Yes.
And then did he play, a little bit into the fourth quarter?
Yeah, and then he put J-Dub in there, yes. And let me see. I'll tell you exactly what happened. The starting lineup in the fourth quarter was SGA, A.J. Mitchell, which I don't get it. Kaysen.
I don't get it.
You're trying to win.
I saw in the fourth quarter, when they were in the middle of doing that, they blew him out, but then they kept capitalizing on it in the fourth quarter. He made a couple nice plays.
Listen, he's doing what he does. He is a developer of players. That's what he does. So they believe that he has the ability.
If you take Jang out of the rotation, which I think you should, but
he
again,
will.
I think maybe both,
well, Jang will be taken out once. Once.
So
here, baby.
I'm good with him developing one player at a time, like we talked about last year.
Right. Well, but the whole thing is this: the third quarter, 2 plays were made by Kaysen. Okay, and then 2 plays were made by Caruso in the fourth quarter. That was the difference in the swing of the game.
Dude, are we not suffocating on defense when we want to be?
Dude,
holy crap,
I didn't like the Caruso-Dort lineup at first, but when he's in there with J-Dub, I don't mind it so much.
Really good.
I like the lineup. My favorite lineup thus far has been preseason SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Chet, Ihart.
Well, okay, yeah.
But now after that, then Wiggins. By the way, Wiggins started tonight.
started. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So he's
Like,
still
he didn't
undefeated.
play-
He's undefeated as a starter.
He didn't play in the fourth quarter at all, though. In the late third quarter, I didn't get into that.
I don't listen. The first quarter we struggle and we've been struggling. I don't know, and he takes him out. Okay, this is when he took him out. It was 13-15. We were losing with 5:30. He put Isaiah Jordan for SGA,
Interesting.
and then he put. Let me see. Then he put. He took the ball out of SGA's hands, and I had this older man sitting next to me, and he goes, he should have the ball on his hands every possession down the court. I go, you have to talk to the coach about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need to talk to the coach about that. And it's, people who are knowledgeable about basketball, which Oklahoma City fans are not, they're football fans.
Sure.
We're football fans.
They
They are.
haven't had an NBA
And there's nothing wrong with that.
so-
There's been 17 years. You should be able to know the game by now. It's been 17 years. You should have some knowledge of what the hell's going on.
You got football fans trying to be basketball fans.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But it's been 17 years.
No, I agree with you, man.
You should know something. You should have some. You should have some sort of rudimentary knowledge of what the hell's going on by 17 years.
I've watched the NBA long before the Thunder came
Mm-hmm.
and after the Thunder came, and I really didn't get a good handle on it until I started talking to you. So, I mean, I can see it.
It's just to me, when you're in the stands and you hear people who are there sitting next to you or behind you and completely saying stuff, and you just turn around and look at them like, yeah, been saying that for 3 years. Been saying that for 4 years. I mean, yeah. And
With the playing experience has a lot to do with it, I think.
I
mean, because
yeah,
you and Drew
yeah.
are obviously a lot more knowledgeable
Yeah.
about that kind of stuff than I am.
yeah, well, the commander and I, the thing I love about him is that he'll just make a statement. Okay, you just look at him like, wait, what? Okay, because he sees differently than I do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just different points of view.
Yes, and then he'll say something. I'm like, damn, because I'm looking at something else. I'm watching something else that's got my attention, and then he will just make a comment. I'm like, wow, and I'll start paying attention to what he just said, and it's on point.
Does that have
Okay.
to do with playing different positions, maybe?
Well, he's always been a point guard, but he was the 77. He was the high school player of the year, basketball high school player of the year. So he's got to know. He's got to know something about the game. He's pretty legit.
Anybody plays,
But
anybody
what I'm
plays
saying is
college for 4 years.
he's always been a point guard, so he has a different view of the game and how stuff is played because he was always a facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we worked so well together, is because he would make moves and he knew I was always in the right spot for him to make it. Like when SGA is facilitating, he knows where everybody's going to be at a certain point. He makes moves that the J-Dub is not capable of making. But yet they're trying to put J-Dub in that situation. And I'm like, you can't teach somebody how to make a correct play in a certain situation. You either get it or you don't. It's a feel of the game. Now, you can try to coach it to them like I try to coach my kids into, hey, this is the understanding, this is what's happening, blah, blah, blah. But you still got to have the feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like he made a pass to J-Dub tonight, and the guy next to me was like, oh, my God, he's in trouble. And he goes, how did he see him? I go, he set that play up because he knew what J-Dub was supposed to be doing, kind of like Mahomes does. I know what you're supposed to be doing, so I'm going to look here to draw the defense out, and then I'm going to give it to you based on where you're supposed to be.
Right.
So that's what he does. So
But let's not lie about it. There's not a lot of people in the NBA that can do what SGA can do.
no, we're lucky as hell. We're lucky as hell.
Absolutely, man.
100%. Okay, anyway, let's go to the stats of the game so we can kind of get into it a little bit. And I think you'll be a little bit happy for what you saw tonight, I think.
Hey, did Chet make a three-pointer yet?
Yes,
I did.
Chess. Yes, he did.
Good.
Yes, he did.
Good.
He did. Chet, dude, he is,
Playing great, man.
I like him. And I told Sam, when I was coaching this kid, I was telling him, I was like, man, I made a huge mistake with Chet. I didn't respect him, and I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was completely wrong about Chet. Completely wrong. Okay, the Thunder are now 3-0. Took care of the Hawks at 2-1.
3 for 5, dude. 3 for 5 from 3.
Yeah, the Hawks are 2-1. We beat them by the game. The game was closer than what the score was. Okay,
right?
The score is not an indication of how close the game was. This was a close game. We were losing for a lot of the game until they made a run there in the third quarter. Thank God to Cason's defense and then Caruso's defensive plays. So,
God,
dude,
Dort. I mean, Dort was he made some stupid fouls, but I mean, this is a perfect stat line for him. I mean, you're talking about it the first two games.
Okay, I know, but we haven't got there yet, Nathan.
I'm sorry.
We haven't got that far yet. Okay.
I get excited.
I know, but we haven't got there yet. Okay, Hawks were 10 for 31 from 3-point, 39% from the field, 49 rebounds, 17 offensive rebounds by the Hawks tonight.
Yeah,
they were killing us, but Hartenstein will do that. And what Randy, the commander, goes, is this the 6'5" and under league? And Blonde John was next to him. John goes, no, this will be church league. Randy goes, okay, that's a church lineup. You literally had J-Dub, Caruso, Kaysen, Isaiah Joe, and Dort on the floor.
Oh, my God. Oof.
Or maybe it was Wiggins, but I think it was pretty much Dort. And we're like, J-Dub is the biggest guy on the court. It's 6'7" for the Thunder.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they were joking about it, but it ended up coming out. Anyway, 52 points in the paint. Pips, that's my favorite stat. Pips, points in the paint, 52 for the Thunder. 20 turnovers. Oklahoma City, 16 for 40 from 3 tonight. Much better.
What I like to see.
Much better.
That's what I like to see.
49% from the field, 45 rebounds, 50 pips, only 10 turnovers. That's 2 games in a row we've had 10 turnovers, and we've turned the opposing team 20 or more.
I'm telling you, the passing lanes, these guys are just...
Well, what it is, Nathan... It's the pressure on the ball.
Yeah.
And then your first play. Okay, I'm going to explain something to people. What the Thunder are doing, they're putting pressure on the ball, and then they're taking away the first pass, which is the first pass to the side or top or whatever. They're taking away, denying that pass, which is forcing them to throw into the lane, and then that guy is hawking that lane. That's what the Thunder are doing right now, which I love. Their defense, our perimeter defense, because remember, what did we talk about that the Thunder 2 years ago? The Thunder needed to do what? Improve the perimeter defense. Second thing they needed to do was get our outside shooting, and the third thing they need to do is inside presence. And he fixed both of those the last 2 years, and this year he fixed inside presence.
Dude, you see that stretch in the middle of the fourth quarter. Now we already have game one, but stretch in the middle of the fourth quarter where Chet blocked like 3 shots in a row.
Oh, dude, he was Chet's a beast,
just amazing.
Dude, he's he doesn't look like he's bigger, but he's stronger.
Yes.
He's gained muscle mass, not necessarily a bunch of weight because he still looks thin, but he's stronger. Our boy Burgess says his takeaway is proud of the progression of Chet and Kaysen. 100%. Kaysen has put on weight. He's put on about 10, 15 pounds. You can see Coach is definitely experiencing with the lineups, the weird lineups here and there. 100%, that's what we're talking about, Burgess, is that he's doing that. But my thing is this. You're almost getting SJ out of the flow by doing that. You're switching up the first quarter. He's always played the first quarter. And then he comes in with about 6 or 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, depending on what is going on, and he always plays all of the third quarter. And he comes back in the fourth quarter, depending on what's going on. That's what he's done. Now he's switching roles and putting SGA in J-Dub's old role. And it's almost taking SGA out of the flow. Go ahead.
3 more minutes in J-Dub.
No. I get that. I was watching that, and we were talking about that. But what I'm saying is he's switching the roles of the flow of the game to try to make J-Dub. And then I think it was his first quarter, he takes the ball out of SGA's hands 100% to put it in Kaysen. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, and did you see Mitchell bringing the ball up a couple times in the third quarter?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, what? You have the number one best closer in the NBA, and you take the ball out of his hands. Now, all of you Dagnall fans, y'all can love him all you want, but there's no way in hell you can explain to me why the coach would take the ball out of his hands at the end of a quarter. It makes 0 sense. And then I was telling him that I think it was the end of the third quarter when Caruso came to set a screen, SGA had to give the ball up. Like Caruso, don't come and set a screen because if you do that, your man is automatically going to double team SGA to get the ball out of his hands. So you're taking away. Now I understand that you're not used to playing with someone like him. You don't want him to bring your man over to him. You want him to come to you.
Yeah.
Because if you bring your man to him, they're going to take the ball out of his hands right then and there, which is exactly what they did. Hit Caruso and he hit somebody and we missed the shot. But it's like, bro, get the hell away from him. Let him dictate because he's going to dictate when he wants to shoot. And I think we ended up getting a foul and they got the ball with 4 seconds left or 3 seconds or whatever, and they weren't going to get the ball unless it was 1 second less on a miss. Burgess says SGA's body language during timeouts show that SGA is well aware, and I think as long as the team is winning, SGA doesn't care to the extent. I agree. We've said that. I mean, he is what Sam Presti said, two things. One, he's not a two-way player, and I think that was almost a secretive motivational thing to him, almost.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay?
I see that.
Because he has been blocking shots.
Oh,
I mean, he was ridiculous tonight.
Yes,
He was ridiculous tonight.
Did you see that swat? He came from the backside and swatted. Dude. I forget who it was. He swatted out of bounds.
Him and Luka are the 1 and 2 best players or guards in the NBA. They're 1 and 2.
No argument.
You know, you're high if you're putting somebody else in front of SGA as a guard. You're crazy. I love Steph Curry, but he ain't him.
Dude, I love Jokic too, but I'm
talking about guards.
I know. I'm talking about everybody.
Yeah.
I don't see how you could take.
Well, tomorrow I'm doing my top 10 players in the league, okay? Because I saw where Shaq and Kenny and them did their top 10, and I'm just like,
I mean, Tatum's playing real well right now, too.
Well, Jason is to me, the top 5 players is really simple. It is SGA, Luka, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid or Jokic, depending on what. But right now, I can't even really give it to Jokic right now. But but I'm still going to give it to him because it's either him or Embiid. They're 5A, 5B. One of them.
Yep.
Okay, because they're just dominant big men. But the other 4, Giannis, SGA, Luka, and Jason Tatum. Sorry, I mean, Jaylen Brown's nice, but he ain't Jason Tatum.
He's not Jason Tatum.
He's not Jason Tatum.
His 3-point shot this year has been really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm just like, okay, well, I like it, but he ain't him. So
and I was a huge critic of Luka. I mean, huge critic of Luka. I still don't really like him, but you can't deny the skill, man.
Yep.
I mean,
you can't. He's a monster. But to me, SGA and him are the 2 best guards in the NBA, without question. It's not even close to me.
Well, it's like Kobe, man. I didn't like Kobe at all, but he was one of the best players in NBA history. There's no argument.
There's no argument about it. He's top 5, no argument. Okay, here are the stats, so now you can be happy. Okay, we're doing the stat line for you so you can be all happy. Chet's stat line, bro. Oh, my God.
Dude, it's crazy, isn't it? Now, that's what he needs to have.
Yeah, 25 points. 3 for 5 from 3, so he's now 3 for, 16?
Yeah, something like that.
For the year. But anyway, 25 points, 3 for 16, 6 for 8 from free throw line, 75% for the team today from the line. That's a good thing.
Like that. No, I didn't. I think we need to be in the high 70s or low
80s. We'll be up because we were number 1 last year, or number 3. I forget what we were. Anyway, Chet, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 6 blocks.
Oh my God! I couldn't see how many blocks he had on here.
6 blocks.
That's crazy.
Okay, J-Dub, 33 minutes. Both of them played 33 minutes. Mm-hmm. Chet was 8 for 12. Okay. Mm-hmm. J-Dub, 20 points, 8 for 17, 0 for 3, 4 for 8 from free throw line.
4 for 8? Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Oh man, that's horrible.
And then tomorrow I'm going to have the team stats on what everybody's doing. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Okay.
Not a bad
4 fouls. He's just defensively. He's too big, and his feet aren't quick enough to be a great defensive player. He's a decent defensive player.
For us to be a contender, J-Dub's got to have that line, though.
He's
got to have. He needs to shoot better from 3, but he's got to have a line like that.
Yeah, he does. Agreed, 100%. the thing that I like about Chet and J-Dub, SGA is still shooting 20 to 25 times a game, which I'm perfectly okay a couple with. 22 to 25 every game.
Yep.
I have zero problem with that. But I think he's not in rhythm because he's not playing long enough. The coach, like I've always said, Dagnall is the SGA cooler, and I've said that since last year, and I have. He's the SGA cooler. That's what he is. But anyway, SGA 35 points, 11 for 24, which is still 45%, which is terrible for him.
It's terrible for him.
It's terrible for him because he's usually 30 and 50. And then he's 3 for 8 from 3. So I'm torn with him and his 3-point shooting.
Here's the thing with him, with his 3-point shot, and this is what I've noticed. When the game is kind of, not really in doubt, he doesn't really hit a lot of threes.
No, he doesn't.
When he needs to hit a three, he hits a three.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like clutch threes, he's good.
Yes.
Every other three, not so much.
Well, he's 61% from the field in clutch moments.
I know,
that's crazy.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and dude, he one assist shy of a triple double.
Yeah. So anyway, 35 points. He was 10 for 11 from free throw line. Okay. 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and if they'd have made a couple of them, J-Dub missed one, Chet missed several shots, but he should have had a triple double tonight. 3 steals,
9 assists, by the way.
Yeah, 9 assists. Yeah, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 1 turnover, with the ball in his hands as much as he had. 1 turnover.
That's the kicker right there.
Yeah, your boy Aaron Wiggins, 9 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. 2 for 2, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Great stat line for him.
Yeah, it's 18 minutes.
Yeah.
No less.
Yeah. Should have played more than that, but, whatever.
I don't know why he doesn't play that guy more. I don't know if he's in the dog.
Well, the problem is that he's playing Mitchell 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So that's taking in some of that. Lou Dort, 29 minutes, 16 points. Once again, 7 shots. 4 for 6 from 3. That's my stat line for him. I told you. That's what I want him shooting. Okay?
Great stat line.
2 rebounds, 1 assist. Then you go to Caruso tonight, 21 minutes, which is, I like it. 2 points. He actually 0 for 2 from 3, 1 for 3. He's just not comfortable shooting he's just not comfortable shooting with the Thunder.
He's just not comfortable with the team.
Yeah, he's just not. You can tell he's just not. He's not comfortable yet taking shots. 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He's just defensively, he's ridiculous.
He's killer.
He's ridiculous defensively. He just is. He's just unbelievable.
I mean, when you've got that front court on the second team, I saw it a few times. Him, Dort, Wallace, and Caruso out there. Holy crap!
Yeah, the lineup, like I said, the lineup is SGA, Dort, Caruso, Kaysen, and Chet. But the real lineup is going to be when Ihart gets back. It's going to be SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Ihart, and Chet. That 5 right there.
Oh my God! Dude.
That 5 right there, you're going to beat up anybody you play. But now the problem is, our coach is going to try to play J-Dub in that role with that group.
We hope not.
And SGA and Dort don't play together that well. Dort, I've said this since last year. Dort is a better player with J-Dub than he is with SGA, even though they both play on a Canadian team.
Yeah. They
both are. Kaysen Wallace tonight, 23 minutes. 5 points, 2 for 6, 1 for 4. Dude, he had some wide open looks.
He did.
He's got to knock those down.
He's getting there though, man.
Yeah, I agree. No. Love his stat line. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's got to hit those wide open shots. But 23 minutes for him, 16 minutes for Joe, 21 for Caruso, 18 for Wiggins. Okay.
14 for Mitchell.
I understand that, but I don't know what the coach is trying to build him up. He's trying to have an extra guy. That's what he is. He's Jang. He's the Jang of this year.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we still got Jang too, though.
No, but Jang is only playing because Jay Will and Ihart are not playing. That's the only reasons.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I mean, that's the thing. So, but anyway, when I look at this lineup and I look at this box score, dude, 49%, 40% from three, which is back up, and then 75% from the free throw line.
Pretty good, man. I mean, I can't argue with the whole.
But it was scary at the very beginning, bro.
Yeah,
it was scary at the very beginning, and but I'm just gonna say this. I understand what our boy Burgess was saying about him. His lineups are weird, but he's experimenting. There's no question. That's what he's doing, and we've talked about this. Sure. He's experimenting, and I get it. But my problem is, and our boy John Warren said tonight when we were sitting there talking, he goes, I get it, but why are you doing it? You've got everybody coming back. You know the rotation. Why are you changing it? You had a good flow. You won 58 games or whatever, 57 games last year. Was it 57, 58, 57, right? 57?
Yeah, 57. Mm-hmm.
You won 57 games last year. And the lineups, the way you had them worked, now you got two new pieces to add to that lineup, but yet you're screwing with the lineups that worked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like it.
What are you doing?
Throwing guys in there that don't need to be there. Right?
Well, but my thing is this. It's SGA, Chet, J-Dub, Dort, Wiggins, Kaysen, Caruso, Ihart.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay? And Isaiah Joe. That's your 9. That's your
10.
playoff. That's 9.
I think you sure?
SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Kaysen, Dort, Wiggins, Kaysen, Joe, Ihart, and Caruso.
Okay.
That's 9.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, to me, I look at that and I'm like, this lineup right here is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I'm going to say this. When you put SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Ihart, and Chet on the floor, or you have, I don't like SGA with Dort, I said this, but if you have Dort, SGA, Caruso, Kaysen, and Chet, or Kaysen and Ihart, that 5 is nasty too. You ain't getting nothing.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. At the top 8, of the 9 guys you just named, the top 8 play wonderful defense.
Yeah.
Wonderful defense.
Well, like I said,
Isaiah Joe being the only outlier.
Like I said, we're second to the Celtics.
Yeah, that's it.
But the difference is they understand what their lineups are. They haven't changed. Your top 8 is your top 8. They don't change the lineups. Why? It's working and we're winning 60 games. What the hell we want to change for? The Thunder, however, are taking the ball out of the best player's hands, possibly the MVP. He's the leading candidate to win MVP this year. And you're taking the ball out of his hands at the end of quarters. And you're the coach of the year.
I'm going to start watching the Celtics because I didn't watch a whole lot of them. Like, what do they do at the end of quarters? Jason Tatum always got the ball?
Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown. What they do is one of them will facilitate, and if they don't get an open shot, you got Hauser, you've got Pritchard, you've got Drew Holiday, and you've got Dana White.
Derek White.
Derek White. So you got one of those guys open for a shot. Whereas SGA, he has the ball. He's either going to score or he's got Kaysen. He's got Isaiah Joe. Well, back then last year, he had Kaysen, he had Isaiah Joe, he had Wiggins, and he had Chet to throw the ball to. Mm-hmm. That's why that lineup was so deadly. This coach, however, wants the ball in J-Dub's hands, took the ball out of one quarter and put it in Kaysen's hands. The hell are you doing? The guy next to him, he goes, why doesn't SGA have the ball? I said, why don't you ask the coach? Why don't you send a text message? Ask him. I don't know. Why would you do that? And once again, people, all I'm trying to say is he shot 61% in clutch shots last year. And you're taking the ball out of his hands in a clutch moment. He led the league. And you take the ball out of his hands and you put it in somebody else's hands. For what reason? You're giving away points. You're giving away possessions. And what I've said is, all along, he costs you 4 to 5 to 6 possessions a game because of his decision-making. He just does. That's anywhere from 8 to 12 points. He cost you.
The reason I'm silent is because I'm not arguing with you.
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm just saying those are points that are not arguable. There's nothing you can say. That's a fact.
I know.
Those are
That's why I'm
facts.
silent.
Those aren't something we're making up to get people mad or you be mad at us or whatever. Those are facts. That's a fact. And then I would like for one of those guys who hate on us, you and me or whatever, explain it to me. Since you're so smart and you're smarter than me, explain to me why he does that. But he's never going to get asked that by the Oklahoma City media.
I was talking to one of my buddies that goes back and forth with me that loves Dagnall, and it was the first game, and I'm like, why is AJ Mitchell in the game? What is going on here? And he's like, this already? And I'm like, dude, it never went away. So
no, but what I'm saying is when you don't understand the flow, you don't understand the game of basketball, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. All they know is he's the coach and we win. That's all they know.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. He's coaching and we win. He was the coach of the year. I go, yes, but the thing is this, he's not really mentioned that anymore. People don't talk to him said that about him. After he had that interview last year with Shaq and Kenny and Charles and Ernie, they don't bring that up on national TV. They'll say at the very beginning or something once because they all realize they're winning in spite of him, not because of. That's why they don't mention it. They stopped right there when he said what he said. So,
I still remember the look on those guys.
Oh, the look on their face. They all seen back and went, what the hell did he just say? That's what they looked. They all went, what the hell? Anyway, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guy Mark Long up. They love to be behind the scenes to take care of if you have a new complex or if you have a water treatment plant in your city or in your county. They can take care of you on that. But anyway, I love those guys. Some people have dams in their neighborhood. Hang on. Somebody's texting me right now. Texting me about the show. Go to YouTube. Why are you texting me? Hold on a second. I'm trying to text him back. I'm basically saying to him, Nathan, why I'm on live stream. Why aren't you texting? Why aren't you on YouTube?
Yeah. Or what? One of the other ones.
I'm not really. I am. Oh God! They went. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. Why don't you go subscribe, hit notifications, and you know it afterwards, right? Anyway, Collaborative Logic. If you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother, or build a website, they got our website. It's fantastic. I'm not going to even say it, Nathan, so you can go ahead and say something about what shirt you're going to buy. But you can go get your Matt Clark Basketball Academy T-shirt and stop asking me for them.
After yesterday, I don't know if I want to buy a shirt or not, to be honest with you. I'd buy a shirt.
I'm done with you. And then, of course,
I'll buy a blue and orange shirt.
Just buy the red. Buy red. You can do whatever you want. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro. If you have dirt, rock, or sand, hit our boy up for that. And, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go to the main bank, one of the 5 locations, the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB Eastwood is off the Parkway and 39th Expressway or US 66. YNB Mustang, located 218 Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40 right there, Garth Brooks. And, of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then Elm Grove Clothing, my guy, Jonathan Bickey Triplet. If you have a need for a suit, why spend $2,000 or $3,000 when you can spend $800, $1,000 for one, same material, great quality. Love what he did for me. Appreciate my boy. Got a new suit coming, as a matter of fact, that I've got to wear to an event.
Hey, is it blue and orange? No. Oh, okay.
Anyways.
No bell bottom.
Anyways. You notice, Nathan, how, well, you can't notice. I'm noticing. It's so funny. After every time we start beating up the coach, do you know that our viewers go down?
No, I didn't know that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Every time we start saying anything that in their eyes are negative about him, about them, they cut us off. I just laugh. I'm
what
like,
you're
bro.
supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do, though.
Well,
I mean, we're not here to be yes, man. We're not Michael K.
No, but my thing is this: comment. Give me your comment on YouTube.
Thing,
Say something.
I mean, it's not like we just talk bad about the whole team. I mean,
by the way, your boy Ben Dillman goes bell bottoms for sure.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm not
bell bottoms.
okay.
Suit,
Okay,
man,
Ben, he's talking about my leisure suit that I had back in the day. I'm not bringing it back. I'm not bringing back a leisure suit from whenever back in the day with my bell bottoms or my platform shoes. Those aren't happening. Okay?
It's like the BBB, man, like the bring back the bone stuff, you know? BBB, bring back the bell bottoms. Or BBB.
I'm not. I already missed, and I missed the party last night. My friends had a Halloween party, and I missed it. They were all looking good last night, and I missed them. But, once again, I was busy watching the Thunder game. We had a game last night, Jennifer. Sorry.
Got to make a living, man. Got to make a living.
We got people on, and we had a good show last night, I thought, considering that we were blowing everybody out. Bring back the fro. I am bringing back the fro, bro. I can't take my hat off.
You got to do that.
Bro, you saw it gets long, but I'm getting it braided. It's getting long, Ben. It's getting long, bro. And by the way, Ben, I sent you a Zoom so you can answer your Zoom. So if you want to get on, you can come get on with us. And Burgess, like 40 goes, I'm still here, ha ha ha. Well, hey, you didn't text. You stopped texting. He was sending messages. Now he stopped. Only thing we're missing is our boy's Casino. We're missing him tonight. He's normally saying something crazy. But I'm going to say this, Nathan. We're 3-0. Okay.
First time since 2016, man.
Since 2016. Our next 10 games, remember, we're 3-0. We thought we'd be 2-1 right now, right? Remember?
Uh-oh. There's Ben Dillman right there.
What's up, boys?
Hey, B. What's up, big dog? How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing well. Good to talk to you fellas. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Sorry we missed you. You were at the game tonight, but I was up. We're up in our section up there in club level. And by the way, guys, the Loud City got nice corduroy hats, Thunder hats.
What?
Yeah.
You need to get you one of them with your leisure suit, man.
Man, you need to get over that leisure suit. Don't encourage it, Ben. Stop.
Too late.
Stop.
Ben, listen, he needs a combination, like the Dumb and Dumber suit. He needs a combination of both of those put together.
That's never happening. No, that's not happening. On a brighter note, we play the Spurs next Wednesday, 8:30. What are y'all thoughts on that?
That's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun game, man.
I'm going to tell you what, the Blazers, bros, they've been playing.
They got some good pieces.
I mean, they had some good things. And NBA scores tonight, guys. It's really simple. The Sixers beat the Pacers in overtime. The Pacers they scare me. But the Sixers beat them. The Pelicans got beat by the Blazers tonight, guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got, Murray got hurt. So, I mean, he's out for 6 weeks? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, he broke his hand or something?
Yep. And then, of course, the Bucks lost again to the Nets by 13.
Oh, God.
And, of course, our Thunder won 128-104. So it was kind of crazy on that. But, Ben, you were there at the game. What was your thoughts on the process? First of all, I love our crowd.
Yep.
The Thunder fans, dude.
It was loud tonight,
dude.
Man. It was good.
Yeah, Thunder fans, bro. We got some fans.
Good atmosphere for
sure.
Good
atmosphere.
Yeah. A couple things that I just took away. I haven't been able to watch Caruso too much. I liked watching him on that second unit. I think him being out there with that energy, him and Dort that's great. Can't wait for Hardenstein to get back, get some of that stuff going. But I think first half, he kind of just we're going to try this here and there. We're going to dabble around. And then the second half, we just took it to them. I mean, we put our guys in. We knew what was going to happen. So we pulled it back in right towards the end of the first half. Everything looked good, though. I think Caruso's differential might have been, I think it was plus 16 or plus 17, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what I think.
He only got 2 points, but I think his energy was definitely noticeable, and you're gonna need some of that. So I think it's good. I like how we're doing it. The first couple of games, I like how we are just kind of experimenting. First half, second half, we just take over. So. But I've been liking it. I do like that second unit. I think Caruso. I'd love to see him. I don't know where we'd fit him in on the first unit. So
no. I listen. I like the fact that Wiggins started tonight. He's now still undefeated as a starter. I like that. He doesn't play in the fourth quarter, and he never does or barely does for whatever reason. I don't know what How the hell you gonna play AJ Mitchell over him? I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But once again, our coach's the biggest weaknesses of the coach that we have for the Thunder are lineups and flow of the game. Those are two things he don't get. Those are his biggest weaknesses.
We're skilled enough for right now. Yeah, we're skilled enough right now that we can kind of still
win in spite of him.
Eventually, it's going to hurt us.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're winning in spite of him. Caruso was plus 17, by the way.
Ooh, wow.
Plus 17.
Plus 17.
Yeah, that's off the bench. I think he only had 2 points, I believe, too.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that, Ben, how we want him to shoot more. He had a couple of opportunities to shoot. He did take 2 threes in rhythm tonight, which I liked. And he's still trying to, like, Nathan said, he's still trying to figure out where he belongs.
Where he belongs. Mm-hmm. He's trying to find his niche still. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he keeps bringing that energy. I mean, he's going to get some minutes, and I love his leadership out there, too.
Now, Nathan.
Did you see the play where I don't know if he stole – no, it was the and one that he had. Remember that and one he had?
Oh, yes.
And he went to the bench and started barking at the other team.
Yep. Yeah, he did it right in their face. He turned right to him. I was about 5 rows over. He did it right.
Yeah, that was great, man. I love that.
Yeah,
the game was getting chippy, too, a little bit. There was a lot of barking back and forth. I felt like I saw SGA talking a little bit. There was a little bit, and the coaches both got teched up. I mean, it was pretty good.
Well, the thing with SGA is leave him alone. Okay,
yeah.
Leave him. He's like LeBron or Steph Curry or Tatum and Luka. Leave him alone. If they're struggling, leave him alone. Trey like that. If they're struggling, leave him alone. Don't. Now Jordan was the worst at it.
Don't poke the bear. Yeah, he'll make it up. Yeah,
he was a 5,000. Now Jordan is a 5,000-pound grizzly. That's what he was. You talk to him, it's over.
Dude, it's so funny.
It's over. And
all those clips on guys talking about
that
hilarious.
And that's what I'm saying.
Talk to him?
Like
say anything to that man.
Like I've always talked when I talk about kids, I talk to these kids about LeBron and Jordan. I said, this is the difference. Jordan was feared. LeBron is respected.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
What was the guy that played for the Jazz that was talking crap?
Yeah, when he
Melvin Turpin.
23.
Melvin Turpin.
No. It was a pretty well-known guy actually. Who was that guy? He was. I don't remember, but he was talking crap. Like, I'm about to lock down Jordan.
Oh, that was Brian Russell. That's the one. That's the one he hit. That's the one he hit the shot on to win the series.
Yeah, that was
Russell.
Great. I saw that.
There's the other story. They said, when they said he's not 23 and he showed up with his jacket on, never took it off the whole time. They got fined like $100,000 a game. He still wore 23 every time.
Yeah, he didn't care. Well, see, I was talking about the Melvin Turpin one. He's playing in Utah. And then he dunked on John Stockton. And he was running down court, and they were talking about, why don't you dunk on somebody your own size, blah, 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 blah. He's a little dude, da-da-da-da-da. And then 2-3 plays later, he comes down, he dunks on 7'1" Melvin Turpin and runs by the guy and says, was he big enough? That's Jordan. That's him. Like I tell somebody, I said, listen, when you're great, you don't have to talk about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Other people talk for you. You don't have to talk about yourself. So he's a beast, man. But anyway, what is you guys' takeaway for tonight? Nathan?
Love the defense, man. Love the lockdown defense. I'm always a big proponent. Like OU, Lincoln Riley, I hated those teams because even though they were so good, you couldn't stop anybody. And I love the defense. So, I mean, the offense it'll come, but the defense is always going to be there. So I love the defense.
Mm-hmm. Nathan? Ben?
Yeah, for me, I do think second half, third quarter, so we were giving up a whole bunch of I know they'll change when Hartenstein comes in, but easy buckets.
17 rebounds, Ben. Yeah, 17 offensive rebounds.
It was nuts. Like, they were just getting free shots.
It was frustrating. It was frustrating.
So other than that, I think that'll obviously change once we get that big body in there. Yeah. But I really do love I know both of our hustle guys all had, a bunch of fouls. We had Dort, I think he ends up with 5. So, but I mean, I love their fouls are all hustle plays. It's not like he's just, smacking somebody, getting something. They're all effort. So I'm cool with that. And I really do like the just getting to know everybody, getting all the players, because it is kind of nice to have Hartenstein out a little bit just so we can, get all the other rotations set up and whatnot. So, but I don't know. I think it all worked good.
Hey, Nathan, are you laughing at what the commander just sent?
Yes. And you know the sad part is I saw him do that on TV, and I was like, "What is he doing that for?"
That's what he was doing it for. I mean, Dagnall is the SGA. He's the SGA cooler. Nobody can cool him but this coach.
Ben, he said, did you see the where SGA we pulls him out and he has that look on his face during the timeout, like, really?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
And Randy sent us a picture of it. It says, "Here's the face here is the face a coach gets who pisses off a superstar when he pulls him before he hits a triple double."
Triple double, right?
He looked at him like, "What?"
No, it's an eye roll. It's an eye roll, Nathan.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben.
Yeah.
It's an eye roll. Yeah. But I mean, this is the thing. If that was J-Dub, he would not have done that.
No.
Okay. And this is the thing. The Athletic 2 years ago, when they interviewed him before the last year's season, they said that the question for Dagnall is, he's a good coach, a builder, but he's a builder of getting people better, but can he coach a superstar?
And to this point, the answer is no.
The answer is no. He can't.
Correct.
Let me see. Burgess41 says his final takeaway is that there is a possibility we may go 10-0, barring no additional injuries. Okay. Let's pull up our schedule again. Okay. We're gonna go. So we're 3-0 now. We have the Spurs Wednesday, which we should be 4-0. Agreed. Even though they give us all kinds of issues.
Yes.
Agreed, Ben.
Yep.
Okay. And then we have at the Clippers, which I think is going to be tougher than what we think, but we should get that. We should get a W, but that's that.
Yeah,
okay.
Nolan Powell's playing well.
Yes. So Burgess, I just think between us playing the next 7 games, the Blazers we should handle. The Clippers are going to be a maybe. The Magic is a maybe. The Nuggets is a maybe. The Rockets and Golden State is definitely a maybe.
Golden State's playing well.
They're playing well. So they're a maybe. The Rockets, who knows? We should be able to beat them, but they're so athletic. And they're just, I mean, they can just get on a run. They can play defense. But the games that scare me is Golden State, the Nuggets, because we've already we beat the brakes off of them. The game wasn't close.
Yeah.
And so I think
I'm glad we're getting a couple of those out of the way too.
Right.
Matt didn't, like 2 of them in our first 10 games. I'm glad that we're getting.
Yep. And then on top of that, I just think they'll come back at us. But so of the next 7 games, Burgess,
The Magic. Magic's going to be tough.
the Magic. That's why I said the Magic. But I'm just saying, of the next 7 games, if we go 5-2, I'm ecstatic. 6-1, fantastic.
I'll be dancing in the living room.
Yeah,
and
10. So Burgess, 10-0 is a possibility, but I'm thinking more like I said when we actually did have iHeart. I was like, I thought if we could go 8-2, 9-1 at our, with him, that'd be great for us. But I think 7-3 is still where I'm going. Where I've said, and 6-4 would be the worst. But I'm thinking 7-3, 8-2 would be fantastic of our first 10 games.
I feel like after starting 3-0, I think you should almost have to go 8-2, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Of the next 7 games you have, you can go 5-2.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're going to have
they should.
7-3. We agree, Burgess. 7-3 is a fantastic start. More like 8-2 or 9-1 would be great. But to be honest, 7-2, 7-3, 8-2, I think is where we're going to end up. Because with his lineups, you can't continue to do the lineups that he does, and it's going to cost you.
We're gonna get caught.
It's going to cost you.
Yeah.
You can't, and that's the thing with us. Why are you taking SJ out? He plays the whole first quarter and the whole third quarter. Why are you changing the lineups? And J-Dub starts the second quarter and he plays for 4 to 6 minutes. You put SJ in there with about 5-6 minutes to go in the second quarter. What are you doing? And you always make a run with the group when he's on the bench. You make a run with J-Dub on the bench every time. And once again, guys, I'm not you're taking it wrong for me saying what I'm saying about the Thunder. I'm not dissing them. I'm trying to extol knowledge into y'all to say this is what's going on and this is what's happening. That's all I'm saying. These are facts. These aren't something that I'm making up to be mean. These are facts. I'm not brutal. I'm a fan of the Thunder, But I'm saying this is what it is. This is what he's doing, and it makes zero sense. That's why he has no respect except for the Oklahoma City fans who don't understand. If you understand basketball, you're like, what the hell is he doing? But if you don't, well, we're number one, we're 3-0, we're number one seed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, that's great, but we're winning in spite of him, not because of, and that's going to cost you. And with the Celtics 2 years ago, when he got out coached by Eric Spoelstra, what did they do? Bring in Sam Cassell and what's your guy's name? The other coach is now at Golden State or with the Lakers. I forget. So anyway, what they've done is they said, okay, let's bring veteran coaches in there to help him.
Bogle.
It wasn't Bogle. I forget who it was now, but it wasn't Bogle because he's not with the Lakers. I forget who it was. Him and his brother. He used to be the coach of the Knicks. The Knicks.
Not Van Gundy.
Yeah, Jeff Van Gundy.
Van Gundy? Oh, okay.
But anyway,
I didn't know.
what they did is they said, okay, this guy is going to make mistakes. For us to win, we have to bring in veteran coaches to help him make decisions. That's what they did in order to go to the next level. And when they did that, what they do? They won it. So, like Burgess said, thank you for agreeing. I am differentiating between his coaching styles and his actual understanding of the game flow. Yes, that's all I'm doing. I'm saying his two biggest weaknesses are flow of the game and lineups. That's all I'm saying. So if he fixes those, we'll be fine. Anything, I'm ready for Wednesday night. You guys ready for Wednesday?
Yes. I am. By the way, through 3 games, averaging 95 points, by the way, on defense. We're giving up 95.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I'm doing our first Thunder the percentages team stats tomorrow. Where we are first quarter, second quarter, like I had this past year. Mm-hmm. So, because this is what we're doing. I'm doing points where we are, points as far as how many we're scoring. I have that up here right now. What we did last year. We were third in scoring at 120.1. We were 14th in giving up points. Field goal percentage, we were third. Giving up points, we were third, which is good. 3-point percentage, we were 1. Opponents giving up points, we were 13 for as far as percentage. Free throws, we were third. Our opponents were 19th. Assists, we were 12th, and our opponents were 20. Points in the paint, pips, we were 7th and 7th. Steals, we were 2nd, and opponents were 2nd. Then blocks, we were 1st. Which I found interesting. And then our opponents were 18th. Turnovers, we were 7th. But defensively, we were 1st. That's pretty impressive.
Do you want to know what our point differential is right now? Average point differential?
What is that?
We're averaging 115, giving up 95.
Yeah, great.
That's
great.
Crazy.
Great. And that's what I'm saying. So those are things that I'm going to – we'll start that. Because remember I said before that I wanted to go through about – for all the teams to go through 2 or 3 games, then of course I'm gonna do my power rankings as far as the NBA teams, where everybody's gonna fit. So I'm doing my power rankings, and I have those for tomorrow when we do the unpopular hour. So when I do it, because neither one of y'all are gonna be there, but when I do the unpopular hour,
I'll be working, but
so I'll do that tomorrow. So I get those squared away. So, but anyway, my takeaway is this. I agree with both of y'all's takeaways. And I agree with Burgess what he said. But what I'm saying is that, to me, defensively, we've gone another level with the addition of Caruso. And when iHeart gets back, it's going to even double that because we're going to not give up 17 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, SGA 3 blocks. That's huge.
Yeah, and so defensively, we're going to get even stronger on the perimeter, which is 3-point shooting, giving up 3-point shots. So we're going to improve in that. And then we're going to improve in giving up offensive rebounds. So those are things, remember the 3 things we've talked about for 2 years we had to improve. Outside shooting, which we did. Defensive pressure as far as the perimeter defense, which we did. And now with inside presence, adding iHeart. Those are going to help us get to the next level. Okay? Burgess said currently in the NBA stats, we're a top 2 in defense and top 10 in net rating. Yes. So, but I'm going to have all that stuff for us tomorrow on the Unpopular Hour. So if you guys want to come in and comment about that, we'll be doing that tomorrow. So, but anyway, my takeaways is that. And then also, SGA is defying this coach quite a bit. And I think the team, and you made the point, I think, after the first game, Nathan, about how the Caruso and them what are they going to do. And I think that everybody's now going to do exactly what they did last year, is forget what this guy's talking about and win and get the ball to SGA, because they know the ball's got to be in his hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I mean, Caruso, people like Caruso and Ihart, they've been around long enough to know.
And they played against us. Remember, they played against us, so they know.
Yes, they know.
They know.
For sure.
So that's what's going to end up happening is he's going to try to do what he does, but they're going to do what they do. But you still have to put the right team together, and you can't be trying to have J-Dub become what you think he's going to be.
Well,
it's going to cost you.
If you're a young guy on this team, and like an Aaron Wiggins or a Casey Wallace or one of those guys, and you see Ihart, Caruso, and Chet's going to do it. You know that. If you see those three guys giving it up to SGA, I think they're going to follow.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the whole point is you also have to understand that you still have to play. And him playing AJ Mitchell, he's doing AJ Mitchell is what he's doing what Jane was last year. He's trying to make this kid something. Like I said, he has two great skills as a coach. He's a fantastic builder of young talent. That's clear. That's not even up for discussion.
Yeah, he bolsters those guys up pretty good.
There's no discussion how great he is. And out of bounds plays. Those two things he's fantastic at, without question. Okay? Those are two of his biggest strengths. But his two greatest weaknesses are lineups and flow of the game. He doesn't get it. So, let me see. Burgess said Caruso already sees everything for what it is. You can see his face expressions during timeouts. Yes, they get it. But the whole thing is,
I think he's good. He understands it.
Yeah.
He's old enough to where he gets it. He still has that dog mentality. He fits in perfect.
And now he's put himself in position to make money. So
he just got to figure out how to get his 15, 20 minutes valuable. I mean, plus 17, I'll take that all day. But we just got to make sure we can figure out when to use him the proper time. I believe.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just excited about our team. And to close out my comments about them is this. I believe that me saying that the maximum wins they could have is 58. I think I may have underestimated what they could do.
Yeah. Well, I look stupid. I had said 56.
So, and Drew was at 60.
He was at 60, yeah.
I think we could get there at 60. But we're going to do that in spite of him, not because he's going to cost us games because of his lineups and his not understanding the flow of the game. Those are facts. And people, you can get mad at me all you want to, but I'm not saying anything that's not true. And if you sit there and you all listen, like I've said for 2 years or 3 years I've been doing this, all you have to do is, you can be mad at me, just pay attention to what I'm saying. Just pay attention to what I'm saying, and then you come back and tell me if I'm wrong. And you won't be able to do that. You will have to agree with what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to go against what I'm saying. You can't. Because all I want us to do is win, and I'm saying why. And that's it. So I'm looking forward to it, but Wednesday is going to be a big test because, boy, Wemby and Chet, man.
Oh, they hate each other. They hate each other.
That's going to be hopefully like a decade-long battle.
It will be. It will be. They're not going to not like each other. They're not going to like each other. It's not going to happen.
They're both made of toothpicks, but other than that, they're good.
So I'm excited about it. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys. You guys have fun. Appreciate everyone. Got Ben Dim and High Stick Harry. Looking forward to get your butt on sometime and send me some stuff about hockey so we can at least talk about that on the Unpopular Hour.
Dog. Yeah, I won't be working as many days the next couple of weeks, so I'll hop on.
Yeah, then I saw our boy Ovechkin the other night.
Oh, dude, legend.
He's a beast, man.
Dude,
he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. And then, of course, my guy Nathan Taylor Weinby. Appreciate you, brother, for being on and doing that. And I'll see you Thursday at the bank. I don't know if you're going to be on before that. I don't know if you're going to make it on before that, but I'll see you Thursday. And for everybody else,
that'd be a fun show. I'm going to get my Matt Clark basketball camp shirt.
Tomorrow, that's the day after we play the Spurs.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good show.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show.
Get your bell bottoms.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll get at least 10 times. Probably 10 times during that show, but that's okay.
I'm not talking to you, Ben. And for everybody else, thank y'all for coming on. Burgess, thank you for having our deals. And thank you for being on tonight. Appreciate your brother as always.
Cheers, boys.
And everybody else, appreciate you. Have a fantastic night. Peace out.